Hey everybody, Carol Siddle here with Pink Dragon JJ, giving you a flip through of my fairy journal. Let me see if I can show you the top of this. It's a very sparkly material. It's got a lot of metallic gold thread in it, and this is a gold applique from some lace that I had with a pretty little fairy right in the center, just enough to let you know. I have gold feathers on the side on a beautiful piece of gossamer lace, and then the back is that, oh, you can see it when I move it in the light. It's just so sparkly. There's the top of it. Now let me show you the side. This is a real alligator mouth. It just doesn't go anymore. And I even took out a lot of pages. It is a altered Reader's Digest book, and I haven't done one in a while, and I really like doing them. So, but I also like ephemera, and I like putting lots of stuff in it. So that's kind of why it's a little alligator mouth. So I'm going to go through this real quick. It does have some gossamer lace tie on it that is in here pretty good. Make sure I've got everything centered here. Am I centered? Yeah. And I have lots of words and pictures and different digis from different people that just loaned itself to the fairy world. I love doing the fairy journals. I haven't done one in a long time, and I was itching to do one. And I'm also really want to do a gypsy boho journal. My very first journal that I made was one, and I haven't done a gypsy boho since. I have everything for it, and I'm just, because the colors, just the history of it. But this was my fairy journal. So I'm going to get started on this, and I'm not sure how many pages because I just kind of stopped, but I can figure that out. That'll all be in the details. And I left the part where you could write your name in the book. And so, like I said, I've got this. I did add some really pretty sari in here on the front and the back. And here we go. Let's get started. These digitals, I just went through them, all the digitals I have, and picked out ones that reminded me of kind of like fairy themes. So pardon me if I don't remember exactly where they came from. I know Diane's when I see them because I just got those, but some of these are from Artie Mae's, some are from, oh, squirrel, sorry. I'm looking out my outside window and my cat's walking off into the woods. Or actually he's going to the neighbors and hang out. They love my cat, so he thinks he belongs to everybody. But he knows who his mama is. Okay, I kind of squirreled on that, but my cat, he's pretty amazing. He's pretty cool, but he's his own person. Anyhow, see, I do it all the time. Oh my gosh, I don't know how you guys put up with me, but thanks for doing so. These are, I have a children's book that's fairies, and I cut out some from the side, and they made pretty little tucks. But I love these pictures. And this just made me, it just had the fairy colors, like it belonged in a fairy book. And then here is this pretty little one. You'll see a bigger picture of this that I've got in a side tuck. I love this picture with the little girl and all the fairies. And then here's one of my tags. With brave wings she flies. And this is one of the inside pages of one of the children's fairy books. So, and I had a bunch of fairy, sometimes I can't tell if it's sewing that I did, because on some I did, or if it's their tag, and it's their tag. So I got that there. And here's a tree. I had some tree digis and just did them like they're on a seesaw on a thimble with the needle. I think that's so cute. And this also has, these have pockets. This one has, forgot to show you that, has a side pocket with a little something here with the names of some flowers. Get in there, get in there, get in there. And this one has a top thing, and I just thought it looked like the woods. And she's got the fairy there, and the moon, and I inked up different colors on here. And then I don't know if you can tell, has sparkle in it. Just kind of went with the whole woodsy thing here. Let me get this back in here. Okay, and then here's a little belly band. It makes me feel so happy to make a brand new friend. The best of you, the best of me is such a special blend. I love that. With more fairies here. And this comes with, this is from a Stamperia. It was like fairies, I forget what it was called, and I just had extra stuff left over. I put a butterfly on here. A single dream is more powerful than 1,000 realities. That is so true. And I just thought that was a really pretty card to go in here. And this is, if you see these little strips, different kinds, that's from Gail Augustinelli's, one of her digis. And then I had these little cute little tickets, fairy cream, fairy eye cream. And I thought that was pretty neat. And I have some, this is from, I think it was Mary Barker. Mary Barker. She wrote about fairies. And then here's one that's a picture out of one of my children's books. I just loved her and her little fairy friends. And I just put that on the back. So she fits down in there. And here's a fabric flip. I have this beautiful, beautiful lace here. I actually found 4 rolls of, at Goodwill, 4 rolls, you might hear the dogs bark. They bark all the time. 4 rolls of lace in different colors. The same pattern, but different colors. But each one was a different kind of lace. And this was a piece of the pink. And I just loved it. And I love that. And then here's another Pegasus feathers. And then this is, and I kind of sewed around that. Hope you can see that real good there, and the little fairy on it. This is a picture, I took a picture of some envelopes that I had made a long time ago for her. It was a Sheila Boho Daydreams was having people send in envelopes that they had designed, and I took a picture of it. And I just shrunk it down and made it so it fit in my journal, which was fun to do, actually. So we've got that there. And here we've got some more of that Mary Barker. This is from her, and this is from Gail. And that's actually on there. It's got a little, I love this. It's the wagon, and I'm not sure what this animal is. It could be a bunny rabbit. I'm just not sure. But I love looking at these pictures and finding the little things in it that you just don't normally see. And then here's one of my little collage pieces that I put on here. And that's a tag made from the Mary Barker. And then here's some big tickets. Now I'm pretty sure, oh God, I want to say Artie Mays, but they could be Tracy Fox. Somehow I want to say they're Artie Mays. And I just, when I do these, because especially for a book, one thing I don't want to do, I mean, you see how thick it already is. It's gator mouth. I mean, come on, gator mouth. if you back things with cardstock or whatever, that's going to make it thicker. And I probably wouldn't be able to even close it. So what I do is when I print these out, I flip them over. And this is on 80-pound cardstock. So it's got a little bit of weight to it. It's not like a piece of just copy paper, which would be really flimsy and you'd see through it. The inks would bleed. But I flip this over and then I print on a plain background on the other side. So I don't have to back it with, now some of my individual pieces I back with coffee dye paper or a print or something like that. But that's a good way, just by flipping it over in your printer, printing the back side, a good way to keep from getting your book too thick. And then this is a beautiful piece here. Pretty sure, I know that's already made too. And then I have, these are Mrs. Coggs. All these little fairy tale and fairy sayings. And just be passionate. Be passionate with some glitter and sparkle on there. Back to coffee dye paper. So I got that. I like stuff to stick out the top. And here's one of my collage pieces. And I just put it on a piece of book paper. And then put it on here and add a little butterfly sticker. This is a little booklet. And this was some coffee dye paper. And added the fairy to the front. So that goes in there. And here's this. This is from one of my collage. You know how you did in the books, you do the big collage in the book and then you cut it up. That's what this is from. And I just added some ribbon on here. Another ticket. Again, backed. And some really pretty ribbon. And this is part of the design. And I think this is from Antique Papery. One of her ditties. And it's one of my collage pieces. Again, one of my tickets. And one of the collage pieces, you can feel it. It's all down. One of the collage pieces on the back. On some pretty rose paper. These are so much fun to do. I need to do more because I'm about out. I had a whole bunch of farm and fairy and I used them. So that's probably going to be what I'm going to work on, is getting some more collages done. This was a bigger collage piece that I made and used it as a pocket. And here's another from Stamperia. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. With the unicorn. So of course I had to put the unicorn ticket. Unicorn hair puts you in a deep, refreshing sleep. Let a few hairs melt away on your tongue. Which sounds kind of, because when my cat sleeps on my bed, you know, every once in a while I get cat hair. And I'm trying to spit out the cat hair. I don't know about unicorn hair. Maybe it melts. It says it does. I haven't found a unicorn yet to be able to do that. So, and then this I love, because these are coordinating pieces of paper. These are, I believe these were from Gail, from her jelly print designs. And they just look so magical to me. And I had this really pretty leaf. I still have a long piece of it left. And it just looked, that gold on the green, just to die for. And then here is, this is some holographic paper. And I just put on label. This is a die cut that I've had forever. Did I show you this? Did I pull this one out? Oh, I don't think I pulled this out. Isn't she beautiful? Is she pretty? Kind of like the fairy queen, but look at that paper. That's the backing. This is actually from a Kleenex box. And I thought, how perfect for a fairy. But I think the front, the paper, I'm pretty sure that's Elsie Bell's bookshelf from her fairy. So she goes in there. Okay, moving on here. So we got that one. Then over here, that was a single pocket. This is also a single pocket, but I've got two things stuffed in here. I've got this, which is really pretty. Backed it with some, stamped it with some lines here so you can write on that. And then I made this little envelope. This came from Artie Mays too. And it opens up and it's got a couple little goodies in there for you. It's Velcro shut. And it just goes right down in there. Okay, and then here's another fabric flip. This is from Sheila at Boho Daydreams, one of her pieces. And this green, isn't that green just gorgeous? It's like a mossy green. It's so pretty. And I just did this beautiful fairy. Just cut out the circle and put her in the center, and it just fit in there perfect, like it was made for it. And then another tree. I have a thing for trees. And I just thought that tree was so pretty. You can still plenty of room to write. And then here's another one. And I know this is from Elsie Bell's bookshelf, her fairy thing. This has a little card in here. I was originally going to use this as on my cover of my book, but I didn't. I started to, and then I changed my mind, and I like what I did better, but I had already, this has been matte decoupaged, so you could use it for something like that if you wanted to, because it's, I just love the fact she's in this. It had the book and all that, so. And then here we've got, I'm pretty sure these little envelopes were, oh God, I want to say Artie Mays, but I tend to get confused where they come from. But it opens up and it's got a little card in it. And I added the little fairy guy. He fit perfect there. And then this is a stamp I had, and then I colored it with some of my coloring pens. And then one of my little clusters here, with a couple little tickets in it, and the Butterfly Whispers. This is Gail's Gustinelli. I think it's the same print she recently did her sweatshirts in. Because she sells her merch now. Okay. And then here we have an envelope that I collaged. The Witness of the Spirit, because she just looks like a very spiritual fairy there. And that comes out. And I just love that. I just love that. It's just very magical looking. Again, on one of her prints, and edited my little cluster there. This is hers. That's from Antique Papery. I think this was a freebie. It's either Artie Mays or Graphic Fairy. Can't remember. And here's that ribbon. This is the same ribbon that's on the spine of the book. And this is some really pretty scrapbook paper I had left over from somewhere. And a couple. And I put it on the back here. And so we've got those. And this is, one was left over from my last fairy journal with the Fairy Queen. And this, I did this matching paper. So this matches, and it's hard to tell, but this is sprayed with some pearlescent spray. So it kind of has like a, this one was a little bit thicker. I did fairy dust, kind of, in my head, it looks like fairy dust. Your head might look different, I'm not sure. Okay, and then here we go, and this is my beautiful Fairy Queen again. And I did her robes in different colors of stickles. I love stickles. Stickles makes everything happy. And there is another, it's called Stardust. And that's one of those prints that I had. And here's that bigger picture of that blue one. Is that not just so cool? I mean, you start to look at this and they're playing with bubbles. And they're all different. And they're just so detailed. Their clothing, how they look. It's just, I don't know. It's mesmerizing to me, that picture. But it just fit with the Fairy Queen. And Stardust, because it just seems very starry to me. And then this is Diane Shaw's Digi. And then just added some stickers on here. So this is 2 pockets, but I got a lot of stuff in here. So here's the first one, because that's the mushrooms. E is for the elves who are serving their queen. F for the fairy, all shimmer and sheen. So she's the, I guess, their queen fairy. And then I did this, and I put the owl as the topper. And there's this company, it's called HG Designs. And I don't know how I ever started getting emails from them. And it's like they'll send you, and they're free, they'll send you emails of like things that they've done, different papers and stuff. Some of them are cool, some of them are more for like maybe a background to a digi, which I don't do digis yet. I'd like to learn how to do that because I just can't figure it out on my own. I've tried. I can only go so far with my tech. Then it's kind of like, don't know what the heck I'm doing. Stop. But it was all different patterns. I think this was one of their patterns. And they make beautiful background papers, especially for some like woodsy looking. So I've got him, and I decided to strip a material in between. And that, and then I have this one here. Added a little butterfly there. I love them kissing. Big mushroom, it says cherish. And just added some, what's that? That's tied on there. This is from some trim that I had. And it just says imagine. It gives a, and this is, again, where I printed on the back. Gail has a lot of, like, background digis, and so does, get in there, Diane Shaw. They both have a lot of background digis to use, which makes it much easier. And it's easier because I've already got the digis than using up all my coffee dye paper. And here's another one of my little clusters. And I love this because they're in love. I can't tell if they're getting married or just hanging out with each other. I think it's a king and queen because they got matching little scarvy things on. I love the stories. You know me, I have a storyteller background. I mean, in my journals I write. It's just, I love it. Love this picture, always have. I love the queen. I love her robe. So that is in there. And then this, is this one of Diane's? I don't think so. Well, maybe, could be. Because Gail has something similar, but I'm not sure who that one is. And I added, instead of just doing a topper right in the middle, because I didn't want to cover up her face, I just added the butterfly off to the side as my topper, and I really like that. But believe it or not, that's copy dye paper. It's just really light. And then this comes with this ticket. It's so pretty. So I've got my butterfly, my ticket. Let's get all these guys back in here. Okay, and then here's a pretty rose paper. Yeah, this is Diane's. This is Diane's, and so is that. She has different sets. And then I did this. This is on holographic paper. And some stickers on here, the butterflies, the roses, and then the fairy princess. Holographic paper is mesmerizing. But I thought, you know, with the roses and this and the roses here and the rose there, just all went together really good. And then that's some paper that I have. And then here's another one where I did the page I cut out around the fairies and did it just as a border, kind of like a tuck, a side tuck. All about fairies, and I love the little fairy houses. Everything's back here. And this was one of those HG designs. One of their pages. And on this one, adopt the pace of nature, her secret is patience. And I have a, oh God, what's it from? It might be Elsie Bell's bookshelf. It might be one of her digis. It's Native American, and it had these beautiful feathers, and I thought this looked beautiful on this paper, which again is from HD Designs. And then I did this collaged on this. It's a postcard, and I used a piece of Canta fabric and a sticker here, added the stamp, put on the fairy. I just thought that came out really pretty. Put butterflies on, and it just kind of goes with that whole vibe. And then these are definitely Gales, these two. I just thought, oh God, they're so fairy looking. So added this. This is actually glued on all the way. One of my little clusters. Added some pretty ribbon on here, and a seal, and the fairy queen. Just some star paper on there, and added a little topper on it. There we go. And then this one, another cluster. Again, a little medallion and some of that pretty ribbon. And she her outfit in the stairs kind of matched the purples. Looks like she's coming down the stairs. And I guess I don't want to make sure she doesn't get caught, because she obviously looks like she's in a house. So she must be a house fairy. And then this is, let me get this out. Now I might have to, oh, there it is. There's a cutout. This is part of the Elsie Bell's bookshelf fairy set. You got the fairy queen there. But this is, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, probably need to put, let's see if this will work. There you go. This is a digi-kit that I have, but I printed it on some plastic film that I got that is made, because I have a inkjet printer. I don't have a laser jet. And usually inkjet won't work on because it is smear. But this is specifically made for inkjet. So I printed it on there and then put the red flowers on and then just put her behind there. And I thought, God, that's really pretty. It was fun. It was fun. It's fun to experiment. And then here we have another cluster that made a beautiful little belly band. Another ticket with the pretty irises on it. And then we got this beautiful picture. Isn't she gorgeous? She just looks like a fairy queen to me. So, she's beauty, that's for sure. Okay, and then here we have another one of these little guys. And he looked pretty with his purple outfit on the purple flowers. This is Diane's, one of hers. Got a little card there. Got a little card here. And then this I got just recently. I got a whole packet of this really cool paper. Like, I guess you could do it this way, or you could do it this way, and then it has the polka dots on the side. And then on the back, it says classroom checklist. And then there's another page, and it says attendance. But I love the colors on it. I'm like, you know, you could put something over that if you wanted. And but what a great thing to journal on, because it's just so bright and colorful. I just, and it was like 50 cents for the whole pack, so I got it. Why not, right? I set myself a budget when I go to these secondhand stores. And I came out with all kinds of stuff, a couple stamps, the ribbon, this beautiful ribbon, got that. I think it was 15 cents or a quarter. I usually set my budget for like 10 bucks. But I go through every bin that they have in the craft section. Like, I dig all the way to the bottom. And there's some just really cool stuff. There was a whole bunch of Project Life stuff in there. Not the cards, but more the pages, which I don't need any more of those. I have plenty, so. And here's another. Did I skip any pages? No. Okay, and I did this little pretty one on this beautiful foil paper that I had. This is one of my favorite pictures. For some reason, that makes me think of my sister. She's Pisces, she's a water sign. It just looks like something my sister would do. I just took some fabric that I have and just put that across the top as my topper. Punched out the corners, and there you go. You got a pretty, can I do the back? Yep, coffee paper on the back. And it sticks out the top really nice. Okay, and this is a triple pocket. And the pages, other than the washi tape, I get all my washi from, it's called the Washi Shop. And I order from them. Great prices, but their rolls, it's primo washi. It's, I mean, I've bought washi tape that I paid real cheap for, and it's not sticky. It doesn't do anything. Their stuff is super sticky, beautiful designs, stuff you just don't see anywhere else. Very reasonably priced. If you ever want to get some really good, and they have a lot on a roll. They're not wimpy. They're big rolls. But check them out if you want. If you want to look at some good washi. Here's one of my cards that I made. This is actually on pink paper, pink lined paper. Made a little, just that one. Then I got this card here. I like me some glitter and stuff. And then this one. Where are you? I know you're in there. Oh, one of Mary Parker's little fairy things. Must have slid down because it was like right like that. And then fairy doors. Obviously, that's a fairy door. A little fairy card in there. Some background. And then I have this, field notes, butterfly, you got some stars and stuff. I just put a little piece of paper behind there. Get in there. Get in there. I like that sticking out. And then here's a belly band, and here's, now this one I did put all down on the, can't really see it, on the book page. I read it just to make sure there weren't any bad words, and there aren't. And I put a piece of Gail's Digi lace, and then I added some flowers right here. And we have this card, and then we have this one where they're dancing on the, I love this one. I love the colors in it. And it just seemed to really go with the red. And that one. Oh, and then we have this pretty one where they're with all the butterflies. So of course I had to butterflies in here. We have this. That's from Diane. So you're on the right. I added a butterfly there. I added a butterfly to this. This was a card. I can't remember who had these digis with the numbers on them like that. Oh, I can't remember. We have to find it. Then I just sewed some material on either end and put a butterfly. But this has got, I was just playing around with my inks and did that. Like I've always said, play with your stuff because you never know what something might look like. Sometimes it looks like you go, oh, okay, never mind. And then sometimes you go, oh, that's really cool. And then here's the back page. And this is a, like one of those utensil holders. I think it's from Chili's. And I folded up the bottom to make this pocket. Added the flower and all. And this little guy is this Flower Fairy certificate. You can put your name in there that you became a fairy friend. And add the numbers in there. Then I have the little thing here, and I added some fluff to the top. And it just slides right down in here. Life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale, and I signed and dated it with another piece of that pretty paper in the back. And that, my friends, is my fairy journal. So thank you for stopping by and looking at it. Now I have the lovely job of tying it back together. But I really had fun doing it. And these go fairly quick. I mean, I think I did this thing in a week or less. It just went really quick. But I love this brocade lace on this material. It just, and I even glittered her wings up. So thank you for stopping by and looking. Hope you all have a great day. If you enjoyed this video and my art, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get my subscribers up there. So it would really help me out if you would subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this. But if you don't, that's cool too. You know, it's just cool. But I really could use the help on getting my subscribers up. It helped me out a lot on my fixed income, so thank you so much. But have a blessed rest of your day, and thank you for stopping by. Bye.